The Food and Drug Administration has given its full approval of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, calling it a key achievement for public health. The 2-dose vaccine is now fully approved for people ages 16 and older. For those who are ages 12 to 15 and for those who are immunocompromised and need a booster shot, the vaccine is still available under an FDA emergency use authorization. The approval, says the FDA, means the public can be very confident that this vaccine meets the high standards for safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing quality the FDA requires of an approved product. Back in December 2020, the FDA allowed the Pfizer vaccine to be used under an emergency use authorization. Pfizer and BioNTech applied for full approval in May. Now that it has gone through a full review by EU's regulator, this final stamp of approval means the Pfizer vaccine can now be marketed with other approved vaccines and drugs. The process of final approval, outlined by the FDA, requires an analysis of the drug's benefits that also examines its risks and looks at clinical trials from the drugmaker. Much of this was already done when the FDA authorized the vaccine's emergency use. But among the measures the FDA required for full approval that weren't required for emergency use were data on how people fared 6 months after being fully vaccinated. The FDA also inspected manufacturing facilities in the intervening months. The final approval also means the Pfizer vaccine gets a brand name, Comirnaty. It's pronounced Comirnaty, according to the FDA. The FDA still does not recommend that children under age 12 get the Pfizer vaccine. Woodcock said it would be a great concern for children under 12 to get the vaccine, as the FDA does not have the data on what the proper dosage would be or data on the safety of the vaccine for younger kids. They are not just small adults. We have learned that time and time again, she said. Peter Marks, the director of the FDA's Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research, said that trials regarding vaccinating children under 12 are still ongoing and that the FDA is waiting for data to be submitted. The American Academy of Pediatrics also warned doctors not to give vaccines to children under 12 until authorized by the FDA. There isn't a lot of clarity on this. Law professor Lindsay Wiley from American University in Washington, D.C., told NPR it's an open question right now whether having the full approval makes a difference in terms of legal authority to issue a vaccination requirement. She said a few court cases have started to navigate the legal aspects of what it would mean for states and private employers to require a person to accept an unapproved product, but so far, it seems that courts are not eager to use FDA approval as a limitation on vaccine mandates. It's likely we'll see more vaccine requirements put in place now that there is one vaccine with full FDA approval.